You're cruising on a hot summer day, expecting that sweet cold air from your vents. But instead, warm air. That's when you know something's off. One of the most common reasons for this, especially in older cars, is a bad AC condenser fan. This little fan plays a big role in keeping things cool under the hood, and when it quits, your whole AC system starts to suffer. In this video, we look at what happens when the car AC condenser fan fails, show you to test it, and give you an approximate replacement cost. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Warm air coming out of the vents. The first sign most folks notice is that the AC just isn't cold anymore. Maybe it starts off cool and then fades, or maybe it never cools at all. That's because the condenser isn't staying cool enough to turn refrigerant into a cold liquid. Without the fan running, heat builds up and the whole cooling cycle goes out the window. Just keep in mind, this same symptom can happen if your refrigerant is low too, so don't jump to conclusions. Leaking refrigerant from too much pressure. The condenser handles pressurized refrigerant, and without the fan to keep it cool, things get hot real fast. That heat builds pressure, and eventually, something's gotta give. You might end up with a cracked condenser or busted seals, and that's when refrigerant starts leaking out. Once that happens, your AC system can't do its job no matter how good the fan is. Here's something most folks don't connect. When the condenser fan quits, it doesn't just affect the AC. It can also make the engine run hotter, especially when the car is sitting still in traffic or parked with the engine running. That fan helps pull air across the radiator too. No fan, no airflow. If your temperature gauge starts creeping up at red lights but drops back down when you're moving, you might be dealing with a dead fan. If you ever smell something burning while the AC is running, don't ignore it. That smell could be your condenser and nearby parts getting too hot. As that heat rises, plastic, wiring, or even rubber seals can start to cook. If it gets bad enough, parts start to melt. So when you catch that whiff of burnt plastic or oil, shut it down and take a look. It's not worth frying the whole system. This one can be tricky. If the fan is working on and off, or if there's a loose wire, it might cool fine for a while, then go warm, then cool again. That's usually a sign the fan is only running sometimes or something electrical is acting up. Could be a bad ground, busted wire, or a relay going bad. Either way, inconsistency usually means the fan isn't doing its job reliably. First, start the engine and turn the AC on full blast. Then go pop the hood. The fan mounted in front of the radiator should kick on when the AC is running. If it's sitting there like it's on a coffee break, you've got a problem. Before replacing the fan, check a few easy things. Look at the fuse box and see if the fuse for the fan is blown. You'll find the diagram on the lid or in your owner's manual. If the fuse is good, peek at the wires. Any burnt spots, broken clips, or corrosion need to be fixed. Also make sure no leaves or dirt are jamming the fan. Sometimes it's just junk caught in the blades. Still nothing? Grab a multimeter, or have someone who knows how, and test if power's getting to the fan. If it is, and the fan still won't turn on, it's time to replace it. If you take your car to a shop, replacing the AC condenser fan will run you anywhere from $300 to $500. Most of that is parts, about $250 to $350, and the rest is labor. Prices can go higher for fancy or luxury cars. If you're handy and can do it yourself, you'll save a good chunk on labor. But keep in mind, most condenser fans come as one unit with the motor, blades, and housing. So forget trying to replace just one piece. It's all or nothing. Before you throw money at a fan, double-check that the real issue isn't something else. If the refrigerant is low or the compressor is bad, changing the fan won't fix anything. Start by figuring out why the AC isn't cooling, then work your way down the checklist. Trust us. We've seen too many people spend cash on parts they didn't need. When the AC stops cooling, don't panic. A bad condenser fan is a common issue, and it's usually fixable without draining your wallet, especially if you catch it early. Keep an eye and nose out for the signs, and you'll stay cool all summer long.